thought there's no better people to pay tribute than my parents. They've always been there for me through all my medical troubles. The three of us have gone through it together. You know, we've been with all the highs and all the lows. My parents first met at Photo Hut. It was this old photo place they used to have, I guess, in the 70s and the 80s. And they didn't work at the same one. My mom called the photo hut where my dad worked looking for a lost order. And then they just started dating. And one of my favorite stories while they were dating is when their parents first met each other. And my dad's dad pulled into the parking lot, and he opens his door, and he hits the car next to him. Now, you know, most people would put like $100 bill or something, or, you know, their contact information to get the dent out. Well, that car happened to be my mother's father's car. So, you know, their relationship survived through that dent and many others. Like I said, I've had plenty of medical problems in my life, but there is one story that I would like to tell you about, like, my parents' strength and coolness that's not medically related. And it was when I was 5, and this one kid in my kindergarten didn't like me, apparently, and he was hearing impaired also. So, if you ever heard of, like, a TTY line, that's what hearing impaired kids use. So he thought it would be funny to put, "Help, my name is Matthew Rosenberg, and my parents are abusing me," on a TTY line. Now the cops, doing the diligent work that they always do, decided that, you know, they're going to investigate this. And I'm playing in the condo. We had a second floor condo. And all of a sudden I see cops coming down the walkway. And we had a balcony that led up to our condo. And I see 2 cops running up the balcony. They're right outside our patio window. And I hear knocking on the door. So I run into my mom's bedroom. And she's taking a shower getting ready for work. And all of a sudden you hear bang! You know, the cops kicked in the door. So my mom, who had just come out of the shower, comes out in a towel only to see what happened. And there are 6 cops with their guns drawn, yelling at her to get away from me. And she's only in a towel, so yeah, she got away from me. And like, my dad came home and the door was knocked down, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we knocked your door down." You know, 6 to 8 weeks later, the charges were not true, so they were dropped. And you know, I've lived with my parents forever, so it turned out okay, I guess. If there's one thing I really admire about my dad, it's like his integrity, his honesty, and his toughness. And when I was 6, in the summer, my parents wanted to give me cheekbone implants because I was born without cheekbones, so I had a sunken-in face, and it would help me look, you know, a little bit more normal. So, 36 hours before the surgery, the doctor calls my dad at work and says, "I'm not going to do the surgery because the insurance isn't going to pay for it." He goes, "If you want to have surgery, you need to bring a check for $15,000 to me before the surgery starts." My dad wasn't going to take this. He goes, "No, you're going to listen to me." He goes, "If you don't say that you're going to do the surgery by 9 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to call every television station, every radio station, every newspaper in Chicago, and then I'm going to hold a press conference on the steps of your hospital. And you can explain to the media and the public why you won't give a 5-year-old kid cheekbone implants." At 8:55 the next morning, the hospital calls and says, "Oh, we'll see you in surgery tomorrow." So then my dad had to go after the insurance company. So while I was in surgery, he called from, you know, a payphone. I know, they don't have any of those anymore. And he calls the insurance. The head of the insurance company comes on and goes, "Oh, let me call you back. I'm really busy." And my dad goes, "No." He goes, "I'm at the hospital." And the guy goes, "You went ahead with the surgery?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be serving you with a summons on Monday to appear in court." And the guy goes, "Oh, wait. Let me have a week to see if we can cover the surgery." And my dad goes, "Okay." And he goes, "I just want you to know that I have a bunch of lawyer friends who can't wait to sue you guys." And he goes, "And the best part of it, it's all going to be free because they want a piece of you." A week later, they called, and they said they were going to pay for the surgery.
5 minutes.
And my dad goes, okay, I did a favor for you by not sticking to lawyers. He goes, now you have to do a favor for me. He goes, I could ask for anything right now, and you'd have to give it to me. You were supposed to be covering 90% over the last year and a half, but you've only been covering 60%. All I want is all the money that I paid out of pocket the last year and a half, nothing more. My dad could have had anything. All he wanted was what was owed him. If there's one thing that I admire about my mom, it's her kindness and compassion, and her willingness to help others. She helps my grandparents numerous times. It may be her only day off, but she'll go to Hoffman Estates. Or if FedEx drops off the wrong package and they refuse to pick it up, at her work and bring it to another place, she'll drive 45 minutes to the town so that somebody can get their package. And she's always doing little things like that. My parents have been so special to me. They've done everything for me. They've been there for all my surgeries. We stopped counting at 25 because it's just too many. And all my doctor's appointments, we think there's more than 400. The joke that we like to tell is, you're not going to find my actual medical file because it's so big that they stashed it away in the Bermuda Triangle because the world can never see it. And they've done so much for me, and I hope that one day I can repay them for everything they've done for me, for being there for me, helping me in, numerous ways you can't even mention. And so I just want to say to my parents, thank you, and I love you.